crept into her bedroom and searched her closet and all her drawers for evidence of something. I lifted up a blanket from her bed and almost had a heart attack. Hi, I'm Ming from China. See, my mom, she was the prettiest girl in our whole town. She literally won the Chinese beauty pageant 5 years in a row and became rich from it. Everyone would stop her in the streets to tell her how beautiful she was. Best of all, Dad adored Mom to bits and was always showering her with gifts. And then I was born.
Oh, darling, she looks exactly like you. Same lips and cheeks.
You and Ming should compete in pageants together when she gets older. Well, that's exactly what we did. When I was 3, Mom and I competed in duo pageants, winning every time and soaking up the glory. Then one day when I was 10, I was in my dressing room when I heard Mom had to be rushed to the hospital. What's going on? Is she hurt?
It's her skin. It's become completely wrinkled and inflamed. The doctors think she has a rare and untreatable condition.
What do you mean untreatable? I want to see my mom now!
No, Ming. The pageant is in 3 minutes. You'll have to go on without her.
I was totally powerless, but I did end up winning first prize. Sadly, everyone was too depressed to celebrate. Mom looked like a freaking 80-year-old with red lumps on her face.
It's obvious I won't be able to compete with you anymore. Look at me.
Mom, don't talk that way. You'll always be beautiful in my eyes.
Oh, spare me, Ming. I don't want your pity.
I felt so awful, and as I continued competing in pageants, people constantly compared me to my mom, especially my grandma. It's heartbreaking what happened to my daughter's skin. It's too upsetting for me to visit her these days. At least you look the way she used to. Their comments made me furious. I could feel Mom's growing resentment. Worst of all, the tension was affecting my parents' relationship, and they started fighting all the time. Finally, when I was 16, my parents divorced. Mom got custody since she'd been my primary caretaker, mostly because she'd always been driving me to our pageants. And it was then I decided I'd had enough. I don't want to be in pageants anymore, Mom. I only did them in the first place because of you, and I don't like how bitter and jealous you get every time I compete.
That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. Why would I be jealous of my own daughter?
Gee, good question. All I know is it just got worse as I got older. I quit pageants, and then Mom decided to move to the US, which was a big adjustment. And as soon as we settled, she became even more of a nightmare to be around.
That's a disgusting amount of makeup.
But I'm just wearing lip gloss.
Well, you're wearing too much for a girl your age. Wash it off right this second. I don't understand how you can eat all those pancakes and not blow up like a balloon. Enjoy it while you can.
See what I mean? Luckily, my new school became much happier than my home life. One day at school, I asked around to see if I could get an English tutor, since I still wasn't comfortable with the language. All the kids recommended the same guy, someone named Gavin. He tutors for volunteer hours, so it won't cost you anything. Plus, he's gorgeous. Every girl at school has a crush on him. Oh, well, I'm not looking to date at the moment. I just want to pass my classes. But when I met Gavin in the library that day, my heart skipped 10 beats. He looked like a storybook prince. How could I concentrate on homework with that smoke show up in my space?
Are you okay? Your cheeks are bright red, and you look adorable.
I do not look adorable. I mean, can we get to work, please? My homework's not going to do itself. We sat down to study, and I had to admit, Gavin was as brilliant as he was handsome. But when I started doing my math homework, he kept staring at me with his twinkling dark eyes, which made me nervous.
So, are you free to go out this weekend?
Excuse me? I don't want to go out at all. You're just here to tutor me.
I know, but I can't fight my attraction for you. I've never believed in love at first sight, until now.
Seriously? Does anyone fall for your cringy pickup lines?
Face it, Ming. I'm smart, I'm funny, and I have great hair. You won't be able to resist me for long.
I couldn't help rolling my eyes at that. Maybe I should get a new tutor. Except that same week, I ended up getting an A on 2 exams.
See? I don't disappoint. Now will you go out with me?
Just because you helped me get a good grade doesn't mean I owe you anything.
Come on, just one date.
With that, Gavin pulled out 2 tickets from his pocket. And holy crud, they were to a Sasha concert, my favorite singer.
I've been saving these for someone special, Ming.
Okay, I'll go. But only because I'm a huge Sasha fan. But this is not a date. The night of the concert, Gavin came to pick me up at 6, but the second Mom saw him, she looked furious and pulled me aside.
Where do you think you're going with that boy?
To Sasha's concert? I already told you I was going with a friend.
Please, do you really expect me to believe Mr. Heartthrob here is just a friend? He'll break your heart, just like your father broke mine. You're not going to that concert.
But Sasha's my favorite singer, And you and I both know Dad didn't do anything wrong. That comment made Mom so angry that she sent Gavin home and me up to my room. I was so mad I was shaking. Then suddenly, I heard a noise from my bedroom that was coming from the dog door. It was Gavin.
Hey, I think I'm stuck. You're gonna have to give me a hand.
Oh my God, are you trying to crawl into my room?
Well, you wanna go to that concert, don't you? You said you're a huge fan, and if you can fit through this door, you probably won't get caught.
My heart fluttered as he smiled up at me. There wasn't any harm in going on a date with him, was there? So I crawled through my dog door and let Gavin drive me to the concert. But soon we hit traffic and we're running over an hour late. This is all Mom's fault. It's because of her we left during rush hour. She's becoming even more of a train wreck since the divorce.
Your parents are divorced? Wow, small world.
Your parents are divorced too?
Well, actually, Mom left us a couple of days ago. She met some guy at work and is leaving my dad to be with him.
Wow, I'm so sorry.
It's fine. I'll get through it.
Gavin didn't seem like he wanted to talk about it anymore, so I turned on the radio. The concert was nearly over by the time we arrived, but Gavin had an idea.
We're parked right above the stadium. If we just sit on my car, we'll have time to hear the last song.
The last song was a slow one, and I closed my eyes, swaying my shoulders in the wind.
I know your mom isn't perfect, but you sure are beautiful like her.
Ugh, I hate it when people compare me to my mom. Can I be my own person? I'm more than just a pretty face.
I know that.